So as you know, New York City has been receiving folks from the southern border since all the way back to April and May, when Governor Abbott was busing people from the southern border to DC. Most of those folks were coming up to New York City. We don't want what is supposed to be temporary to become permanent. So we don't want this temporary respite center to end up becoming a de facto shelter for folks where there's 1,000 beds, right? Where people are gonna be sleeping and literally just being there in Orchard Beach, which is incredibly far from mass transit. Also, Orchard Beach is a flood zone. We're in the midst of hurricane season.
Guys, move to the side.
So putting folks so far away in Orchard Beach makes it limited in what services they're able to go and access themselves. So if they wanted to go to an organization to try to get some workforce support or try to get services support in enrolling in health insurance or enrolling in legal services, it's going to be incredibly difficult to do it from a location like Orchard Beach. But the issue here isn't necessarily of, do we do that kind of welcoming work? Yes, we do. It's why are they not coordinating? If their issue is actually sending people here and they want to, we have better services and everything, pick up the phone, call Governor Hochul, call the mayor's office. It's not a real argument they're using. They're just trying to create more division within Americans to actually sow seeds of hatred.
So, just bags of shoes, and then in here, sorry for the water.
That's okay.
Just kind of like what we did at 9/11. We just grabbed up sweaters and stuff, and things that we're not wearing for the colder weather. Just look this, yeah. So we're in the Bronx, Orchard Beach. I'm a Bronx resident, and my mother and I were just, watching the news like everybody else. We understand that there are a number of people who are displaced, who have gotten on buses, who are coming to New York, who are coming to the Bronx. And we just thought that if they're going to set up camps, folks are going to probably be in need. We're doing sort of like our fall turnover of clothes. We've got tons of bags of clothes and things we wanted to donate, and so we just came out here to do that. Then we couldn't be in a more sort of remote area of the Bronx. So we're in the furthest east section of the Bronx to begin with. So we're really like right on the East River, doing our normal sort of fall sort of, cleanup. And we've got all these sweaters and jackets and shirts. And we're in what used to be called the two-fare zone. So what that means is that in order to get to the subway, you got to take a bus to the subway. So I would be concerned and interested to know how people are going to get from out here to like a subway that would get them into the city where they can find work. Sweaters I can't fit anymore, pants, jeans, you know, mostly women's. I do think that there are, not my neighborhood, but I do think that there's some neighborhoods who are concerned about safety, right? Like that is a concern, just because I think that where people are gathered, where their resources are limited, I do think that there's a concern that there might be, you know, a temptation towards bad behavior, or temptations towards just being able to survive, right? And I don't know what that would look like, but I do think that there might be some residents in the area who might be slightly concerned about that. So, you know.